This one comes from a man named Raymond, who shared a series of unsettling videos on May 20th, 2026 involving his elderly mother. According to Raymond, he regularly checked on her using a baby monitor to make sure she was safe during the night. Over time, he began noticing something that he couldn't explain. Rather than sleeping, she would often lie awake, staring silently toward the ceiling as though she was focused on something above her bed. The repeated behavior left Raymond deeply concerned and searching for answers. What happened next only made the situation even more unsettling.
What the fuck is that noise? I don't know if you can hear it, but it sounds like crackling or something.
Raymond says this wasn't a one-time occurrence. For weeks, he noticed his mother repeatedly reaching up toward the ceiling as though she was trying to touch something invisible above her bed. Growing increasingly concerned, he carefully inspected the room several times, checking the ceiling and everything around her bed for any possible explanation. But he never found anything out of the ordinary. Then, while recording another one of these unusual moments, the camera appeared to capture something else that left him even more unsettled.
This is all the time. I don't understand.
Oh!
The nurse's hair suddenly lifts upward. Looking back at the footage, she never turns her head or moves in a way that could have caused it. Her hair simply rises before she does. Later, Nurse Judy said it felt as though someone had grabbed her hair and pulled it upward. That detail caught Raymond's attention because if something really did pull her hair, then whatever touched her may have been above her. And if that's true, perhaps his mother wasn't staring at nothing after all. Because Raymond's mother is in hospice care, the family had given her a phone so she could contact them if she ever needed help or if her emergency alert device stopped working. Then, during another night, when his mother was once again reaching upward, she took out her phone and recorded the ceiling. This is what she captured. But instead of seeing something above her, she noticed something beneath the blanket. A strange bulge slowly formed on the bed, even though the surface had appeared completely flat just moments earlier. After seeing this, Raymond began wondering if whatever was happening wasn't just coming from the ceiling, but from somewhere inside the room itself.
I mean, there's nothing. Nothing here. You would think this is where you'd see something, you know? Underneath the bed is just supplies.
After Raymond posted the clip, someone suggested cutting open the mattress to see if anything inside was causing the bulge. At first, he refused, not wanting to destroy his mother's mattress for no reason. But after buying her a new one and noticing the old mattress was already falling apart underneath, he decided to check. Inside, Raymond doesn't find anything that would explain the lump, but he does discover something disturbing. The mattress he thought was new had actually been a used mattress hidden inside a cover and made to look new. Raymond says there were no labels or zippers that made this clear when he bought it a year earlier. After finding this, he throws the mattress out and says the activity in his mother's room seems to calm down. But 2 nights later, it starts again.
I took out of my mom's room. This is the mattress that I cut up the other day. It's out on the curb, getting ready to be picked up. Now, this is the mattress that I thought was the source of everything. Well, tell me why. Tell me why I still hear the knocking.
After replacing the mattress, Raymond thought the strange incidents had finally stopped, but the quiet didn't last long. Just 2 days later, while he and Nurse Judy were watching the monitor, something unusual happened once again.
Oh shit! Go.
They immediately checked the room but found nothing that could explain what they had just seen. So what exactly was happening around Raymond's mother? If the activity continued even after the mattress was gone, then perhaps the explanation wasn't as simple as Raymond had hoped. To this day, he still says he doesn't have an answer, and if his mother really was reacting to something inside that room, it may never have had anything to do with the mattress in the first place. What do you think? Let me know down below.
Number 5.
This one comes from the Brazilian paranormal investigation team Route X. Paranormal Investigation, who traveled to an old church in northern Rio de Janeiro after hearing countless local stories about unexplained activity. According to residents, the building has a reputation for strange sightings and unsettling experiences, making it one of the area's most talked about haunted locations. As the investigators carefully explored the church, they focused on documenting every room, believing they were completely alone. It wasn't until the footage was reviewed later that something unusual caught their attention. A dark, shadow-like figure appears to move slowly across one of the walls, despite nobody seemingly being there to cast it. The investigators themselves didn't react at the time, suggesting they never saw it while filming. So what do you think was captured inside the church? Was it simply an unusual lighting effect? Or could Route X Paranormal Investigation have recorded something genuinely unexplained? Let me know your thoughts and theories in the comments below.
Don't forget to subscribe to Big Smokeweiler, hit like and ring the bell.
Number 4.
A man named Corey was relaxing on the couch beside his partner when a sound suddenly came from the basement that made both of them freeze. A scream, loud, sharp, and disturbing enough to cut through the entire house. The worst part? They were supposed to be home alone. Corey immediately grabbed his phone and started recording, trying to figure out what kind of terrifying presence could possibly be down there.
My partner stepped out with the dog for one last walk that night, and I was the only one left in the house at this point. I grabbed my phone as quick as I could and I actually captured the noises. There was a couple different noises that were heard. It played that noise twice, and then laughter style, which you'll hear later, and then it also played like a very loud shrieking noise of a girl screaming. So I don't know, it came from the basement. It was just mind-numbingly loud. So I did what any composed man would do. I grabbed a knife and gave it a good 5 minutes and went down and looked around. So at this point I noticed everything was normal, and there's a couple of rooms down there I didn't really care to look in, so I just marked the doors with pillows so I could go back and see if anything had moved the next day from my video I was taking. And at this point in time, we determined just to get out of the house, take the dog with us, and
Come on, Jesse. Up.
get out
Come
of
on.
there because there's just too many unexplained things.
Come on. Up. Let's go. Come on. Up.
With the camera in his hand, Corey slowly made his way toward the basement stairs. Every step felt heavier than the last as he moved closer to the darkness below. But when he finally reached the basement, there was nothing there. No person, no sign of a break-in, no movement, just silence. Still, something about it didn't sit right, so Corey decided to set up a simple test. He placed cushions against the doors, thinking that if anything tried to open them overnight, the cushions would move. The next morning, he went back to check, and that's when things became even more unsettling.
And this is what she sent me. Well, this is the original. This is what she sent me. Normal. Video. Next day.
When Corey compared everything, it was clear the cushions had been moved. Something had disturbed them during the night, but there was still no explanation for how. At that point, the fear shifted from something paranormal to an even more horrifying possibility. What if someone had been hiding inside the house? And to find out, Corey installed security cameras, one in the spare room and another on the main floor. But what the cameras captured only made the mystery worse.
Get the hell out of there, and I went over there and put 2 cameras in there. One in the bonus room, one on the main floor, which captured everything. It was the weirdest thing. The dog just went up and down all day and just stared into a room and just whimpering back and forth. We're not gonna pretend like the decor up there is normal by any means. And then the camera did the weirdest thing, it just went blank. So she went back to check that night, and finally we captured the laughter on the cameras. Her motion had set it off and saved the clips. And to this very day, we cannot explain what happened that day. Everything's been disconnected electronically in the house.
The family dog can be seen pacing restlessly through the house, moving from room to room like it senses something the others can't see. Then a low, unfamiliar growl is heard, deep, strange, and not easy to place. The tension keeps building until Corey's wife gets up, and shortly after, the same screams begin echoing from the basement again. This time they sound louder, closer, more impossible to ignore. So what was really happening inside Corey's home? Who was screaming from the basement if no one was there? What moved the cushions during the night? And why did the dog seem to react before anyone else? The scariest question is this: was something hiding in the basement? Or had a dark entity already been inside the house the entire time? As always, you at home have the final say.
Number 3.
Over at the Caught on Tape YouTube channel, a video was uploaded that begins with an eerie message stating that the footage we're about to see was filmed on an abandoned property back in 2008. The video starts with a guy slowly approaching a shed-like structure in the dark using only his flashlight to guide his way. He carefully opens the door and pushes it inward, only to be met with something completely unexpected.
Let's get up. Come on.
Out of nowhere, a pale, lanky figure suddenly rushes toward him, letting out a high-pitched screech as it closes the distance. The moment is chaotic and brief, with the uploader quickly turning and running, managing to escape without any visible harm. The way the creature moves is what stands out most. Its speed and posture feel unnatural, giving the impression of something not entirely human. Moments like this are often linked to the Rake, a creepypasta turned urban legend describing a thin, human-like entity known for its erratic movement and unsettling appearance. The resemblance is close enough that it's easy to see why many have made that connection. If this wasn't something unknown, then one explanation could be that it was staged with someone in a costume rushing the camera to create a sudden scare. The setting and limited visibility would make it easier to pull something like that off. Nearly 2 decades later, the footage still doesn't come with any clear answers. So what do you make of it? Does this look like a genuine encounter? Drop your thoughts down below. This one comes from a family who were staying in an Airbnb while on holiday. Late one evening, the woman who shared the footage found herself alone in the room after her husband went out to buy some snacks. Before she ever reached for her phone, she says she had already heard a strange noise several times. At first, she convinced herself it was probably nothing. But when the sound returned again, she decided to start recording to see if she could capture whatever was causing it. Take a look at what happened next.
I'm staying in this Airbnb.
Who says I'm judging you? You are.
Oh my god. I've been hearing noises this whole time. And I just heard somebody say, Mom, my kids are supposed to be asleep. So guys, did y'all call me? Did y'all say Mom? I heard Mom, dude. I'm gonna check on John. I could have sworn I heard somebody say Mom. He's not down. TV's not even on. Shut the fuck up, dude. What? Wait. Did y'all come out and don't lie?
No, we did not.
I'm gonna have to sleep with y'all. Something's going on. Okay, yeah, I'm done.
Did you notice what appears to be someone's head peeking from the bottom of the stairs? According to the woman, she didn't notice it while she was standing at the top of the staircase. It was only later when she reviewed the footage, frame by frame, she says it appeared to resemble her husband's hair. But according to her, her husband had already left the Airbnb to get snacks and wasn't even inside the building at the time. Did you also hear what sounded like someone quietly calling out, "Mom"?
Shut the fuck.
She says she deliberately left the TV turned up because she was frightened, yet she could still hear the voice over it. Some viewers suggested it could have been one of the children. However, the woman disagrees. She says the children would have had to leave their room, cross the hallway, and somehow make it back into bed without anyone noticing. She also points out that when she checked on them, they were still lying exactly as they had been. According to her, their dog, Missy, remained calmly under the covers the entire time. She believes that if the children had been out of bed, the dog would almost certainly have reacted. So was it simply a series of strange coincidences? Or did she capture real evidence of the paranormal? You be the judge.
Number 1.
This one comes from a TikTok user named Melody who was filming herself late one night inside her home. Everything seemed completely normal until she suddenly heard a noise coming from somewhere behind her. At first, she assumed it was simply her dog moving around in the room and didn't think much of it. But after watching the video back, she noticed something in the background that she hadn't seen at the time. The discovery left her deeply unsettled. Take a look at what her camera captured.
It doesn't matter how much makeup I put on my face, it looks like I don't have enough makeup on. Like, how am I so shitty at makeup? Like, what the heck? This is bleach, by the way. Bleach. Let's take this makeup off. I don't want to. It's like, how could I be worse than this? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Oh, my dog scared me. Can you see her? She's down there. Right down there. Remember the little dog I found? Alive and well. I don't know why she's pretending like she wants to be on that dog bed. I'm gonna lay down. Okay. Because normally she just wants to be on that bed. Period, girl.
At first, everything appears completely normal. Melody hears an unexpected noise, glances over her shoulder, and tries to convince herself that nothing is wrong. But as the clip plays on, many viewers begin noticing something she never saw while recording. Hidden in the darkness behind her is a detail that has left countless people searching for answers. Take a close look and see if you can spot it.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
At first, nothing immediately seems out of the ordinary. Melody hears a strange noise, glances behind her, and tries to reassure herself that it's probably nothing. But after the video was shared online, viewers began pointing out something hidden in the darkness that she hadn't noticed while filming. When the footage is brightened, what appears to be a faint face can be seen near the back of the room, seemingly watching her. The discovery sparked a wave of comments, with many urging Melody to take another look. A few days later, she uploaded a follow-up video, this time revealing a brighter, closer view of the same moment. Take a close look for yourself.
Some people were commenting on my last TikTok where there's obviously someone walking behind me that you can't see them. And I'm like, turn up your brightness. And some people are like, I still can't see anything. So we're gonna look at it together. Look at this area right here. Did you see that? Like right here. Let me zoom in again. That was so quick, you had to have seen it. And then I posted the long video, like the whole actual video. Just pay attention back here. Come on. Okay, I'm gonna try to pause it where... Okay, you guys, look, it's right there. Can I zoom in? Okay, I'm super zoomed in here. Pay attention right here. I know you can see that. What is that?
The mysterious shape appears near the dark doorway, directly behind where Melody had been sitting. It never clearly moves, and it could simply be a shadow or an ordinary object inside the room. But from this angle, it looks disturbingly similar to a human-shaped head. Then Melody posted something even stranger. Following the first two videos, she says her front camera began sending motion alerts in the middle of the night. This is what the camera showed.
If anyone knows this man, let me know because he looks crazy. I think someone followed me to my front door when I got home last night. I pull up, it's like past 2 a.m. I get in the house, lock the doors, get in the shower, get ready for bed. I get a notification on my phone from the camera out front saying motion detected. At 2:51 a.m. motion detected. I don't pay for a subscription, so I'm not able to like play it back, but it has like a little thumbnail. So I screenshot the thumbnail, zoom in. After that, because you can talk through the camera, I YouTubed man voice saying like hello, so I could play it through the thing so they could think it's a man in here. That's all I could come up with, in case he was still out there. I don't know. Wait, I was just watching the live thing till I fell asleep.
In the follow-up footage, what appears to be a face briefly shows up extremely close to the camera. Caught off guard, Melody asks, "Who's there?" but receives no response. Exactly what appears on screen is open to interpretation. It could simply be a trick of the lighting, an object close to the lens, or something distorted by the camera itself. But after hearing unexplained noises, noticing what looked like a figure behind her, and later receiving a motion alert in the middle of the night, Melody was left with more questions than answers. So, what do you think she captured? Was it nothing more than coincidence and camera distortion? Or was someone or something standing behind her that night? Let me know your thoughts and theories in the comments below.
Bonus clip for all you horrible bastards watching. I'm a wizard! Shut up, Harry, you sausage!
A man named Luke had just become a father, and like any protective parent, he installed a camera to watch over his baby. One night, while his son was tossing and turning in bed, the camera in the room captured something truly chilling. As the baby continues trying to fall asleep, something unexpected appears on the other side of the room. What looks like a small child slowly walks into view before stopping for a few moments, almost as if it's looking around. Then, without warning, the figure quietly steps back out of sight and disappears. At first, it might seem like there's a simple explanation, but according to Luke, there was one detail that made the footage especially unsettling. His baby was his only child. If that's true, then who was the toddler-like figure standing beside the bed? Was it a camera glitch, a trick of the lighting, or did the baby monitor capture something far more mysterious? Let me know what you think in the comments below.
You need people like me. You need people like me so you can point your fingers and say, that's the bad guy. I thank the Lord for my many blessings.
Darling, is the wind blowing today? I'd like to watch television, darling.
My name is Jeff.